a lot of offense going out there, and unfortunately, for our defense, we gave up big plays, and it was a mismatch, athletically on the perimeter in their secondary and against our receivers, and their receivers against our secondary was a mismatch. Some of the interceptions that we threw were not that bad of balls, but they were great plays by them. We did some things during the week. We made some adjustments. We made some changes to take away the run, and we did that, for the most part. They hit a couple on us in the second half, but for the most part, we did that in terms of taking away the run. We had struggled with that the past 2 weeks. Had really been mismatched, and I thought we did a good job of that, but then that put us into mismatches, on the edges, and they were able to throw some balls, some quick passes out, and turn them into big plays, and get some guys one-on-one. So on that part, they were a lot better than us athletically. I thought we fought up front and held our own. It was good to see Steven get in there and do some things. Now he was going against Fordham in a base defense where they were kind of giving up some things, and we took advantage of it with Steven. But we're not there yet. It's a marathon, not a sprint. We're not there yet. Our guys played hard. We kept going, scored. We're going to kick an extra point. We're working hard with our players to teach them to play every single play the whole game, no matter what the score is. Be proud of what they're doing. Keep working hard, and that's where we're at. We've been in 3 games where we've been mismatched some way, shape, or form, and whether it was up front or here in this game it was really on the edges. So I thought we did a good job of stopping the running the ball some. We had some good schemes. We didn't keep anything in our bag. And we threw as many flea flickers and double passes, and we did everything we could because we knew coming into the game we were going to have some problems athletically. So we did everything we could, but they were the better team today.
Jim, what's Cantor's status?
He's day to day. We warmed him up today, and just felt like he couldn't go. He's got some bad shoulders, and it's kind of just trying to figure out exactly what it is and where the pain is, and it's not. He just didn't come around all week. He got hurt last week. We kept waiting. He just didn't. He tried every day. He's a great kid. Works real hard. Try to keep coming back every day, but couldn't do it. So it's really day to day. We're hopeful that he'll be back. The young kids got in there. I thought Adam Curry was going to have a good game. He did some nice things, and then he threw 4 interceptions. Which is not acceptable. And he knows that. You try to give Chris Amron a chance, and he's got a really strong arm, but they're just young. You can't have that. You can't have that many turnovers in a game like this when we're behind a little bit athletically. But still like both those kids. Like Adam Curry a lot as a leader, and Chris Amron as a true freshman has got a really solid arm. We need to bring them along, and I like what Steven did. There at the end, which gives him some work. So we have some options. We went defensively. We did a lot of changing today. We did a lot. We went into a 4-man front. Which really stopped the run, which we needed to do. We did some things with Steven. So at least as we approach the league schedule, at least it'll give us some options, and it'll give the teams that are playing us some different things to worry about and be concerned about.
That 4th and goal when you didn't punch it in, how close were you?
I couldn't see. I thought we were in. Again, freshman Nick Milady, somebody, the official said he lost his feet, and then tried to squirm in. He's just got to keep his feet. He's a great kid, tough kid. He's going to be an awesome player at Cornell, but he's a true freshman. And, I still like the call, but we just got to convert it. I have to watch the film to see how close it was, but bottom line is they called it against us, so it doesn't matter at this point.
On the other end of the swing, that long pass play, looked like Amani froze for a second. Do you know if he was trying to make a play on the ball or
No,
what happened?
Exactly right. He froze for a second. There's no other way to put it. He stopped his feet. Lost the play. Kind of get up there. Kind of thought the play was over, or the play was on the other side, or took a look. Took a look to see what was going on and stopped his feet at the same time. Once he did that with their skill, it was over. So it was, just wasn't a good play on his part, but he's a great player and he's one of our leaders. And, we love him. He just didn't make a play. And unfortunately, when you're cornered, you don't make a play. It can be a 99-yard play. Not like a D lineman or a running back or somebody. If you miss a play, if you hesitate for a second, maybe you'll. With corner, it's 99 yards, unfortunately, but that's football.
Their quarterback, there's been some talk about him being a potential NFL draft pick. His performance today, how much was it a function of his ability and the defense's inability to make tackles and plays?
Yeah, I give him all the credit in the world. He's a great player, and at the same time, there were a lot of completions that they could have been complete, and then we should have tackled the guy. You know what I mean? And that's what we need to do. We have problems with that. We need to figure out on defense. Make some changes to what we have to do because, he's going to throw some completions. He did a nice job with that, but we need to tackle better.
What do you take away from a game like this where your intention was to stop the run, and you did? Because that's what you did in the past 2 weeks, but then they went and attacked you through the air. How do you, improve that?
Try to take the best from this game, and go back to the last couple of games and try to take the good things we did against the pass and try to melt them together. That's what you do. Now we have some things on film, and we'll be able to show our players, examples of stopping the run, and we'll have to go back, to some other things that we did against the pass. And you're just trying to get a balance, That's defensive football. Is when you're young, you got 9 new starters. You have to take your chance. You stop the run, stop the pass. Sometimes you can't do both. We got to mix it up more. But I think the good thing is we have some good things on film now. So future opponents won't maybe be able to hone in our defense as much. We just have to mix it up more. We got to mix it up.
In the second half, you really had Marcus Hendricks seem to get a lot of carries. Was there anything about Randy there, or what? Or also what?
No, Randy got a little banged up, and we wanted to see Marcus and give him a shot. So it was nice to see him get going. We think he's a quality back. It was just his turn to get some reps.
Only 2 receivers had catches for Cornell today. What do you think happened there?
I don't know. I can't really answer that until I see the film on that. We knew that they had some really good matchups on the perimeter, in terms of their athleticism. As you saw, their receiver, like I said when I opened up, their receivers versus our DBs, their DBs versus our receivers. So we knew that we had a shot with Walters. Because he's a guy who can really match up against anybody. And so we went to him a lot.
Anything else, Rick?
Just one more. When was the decision made to go with Curry, and did you consider starting Liuz at all?
We didn't consider starting Steven because they're real athletic on defense, and they're blitzing a lot, and our plan was to just work the ball out on the perimeter fast, get those fast throws to the outside, and we had we knew it was going to be more of a throwing game, of flickers, those kind of things, and that's not what Steven's great at. Is what you saw at the end. Steven's great at those situations. If we can get to the point where we can get up in a game, or we can get a defense to flatten out a little bit like they did, because they were up, they went with more of a base look. That's when Steven can come in.
Made big plays on both sides of the game. I think we just made a few more, and John did a great job of throwing the ball for us today. And Jason Caldwell, pretty close to his school record, and John set a school record. thought it was a good performance all the way through. Our defense caused a lot of turnovers, so it was a good win for us.
How crucial do you think that goal line stand was near the end of the first quarter?
Well, I think it kind of got lit a fire under us, and we started to play a heck of a lot better after it. And to follow it up with the touchdown, it was a big play, a big sequence in the game. There's no question about that.
Is there something you saw in film from Cornell's secondary that you were trying to exploit?
Not really. We felt we had a couple guys that could run, and they kind of flipped roles. They played 4 down a lot, and they were pretty tough against the run early on. And we felt it would open up a few things in the pass game, and obviously, we took advantage of that with some of the speed of our receivers. They kind of switched it up, but we feel if we can run the ball, effectively, the pass game will eventually open up for us. And, we're very fortunate. We have a pretty good quarterback that can make a lot of big plays, and certainly did today.
And Caldwell was just talking about one of the touchdowns where it wasn't the design play. They just kind of had a connection. Can you talk about that?
Well, I think that was if I'm not mistaken, it was on a bootleg. And he's not the first choice. His brother's the first choice. They covered his brother extremely well all day. And he found Jason coming across the middle, and Jason Jason's done it all year. He's a threat once he has the ball in his hands, and certainly made a big play on that one, too.
On that 98-yard touchdown, do you have any reservations? I think it was like 3rd and 7. Do you have any reservations that kind of play takes some time to develop?
Well, you kind of, that's the second time we've tried it, the third time back up. Our offensive coordinator, Brian Volk, always asks, do you mind if we take a shot? And what's the difference, 4th and 11 or 4th and 8? So let's take a shot and see if we can create a big play. And obviously we did on that one. So that's not the first time we've done it. It finally clicked, and we got a big play out of it. So you're always worried. You worry about penalties. You worry about, but you backed up that much. I look at it as good things can happen if you get it out there and we protect it. Obviously today, the benefit, we got it out there, protected it, and good throw and catch on both points.
Can you talk a little bit about how your defense played?
I thought our defense played terrific today. Hey, good luck, I'll tell you, brother. Yes, good seeing you. Good luck. We caused, I think, 7 turnovers. I think that was it. Anytime you cause 7 turnovers, you're doing some things right, and our kids made some big-time plays. Issa Abdugadas made 3 big-time picks. Kelvin Colbert came back, and James Crockett had a heck of a game. I thought a lot of kids played well on defense. The numbers aren't going to say that, but the last 2 drives, we got some kids in that we want to gain experience. And, it's good. It was good effort. Anytime you get 7 turnovers and the plays that they made, you're playing some pretty good defense, and our kids certainly did today.
If there's something you want people to know about your quarterback, what is it?
He's pretty good. I think they all know. Hey, come on, you. He's a really good quarterback, and I think it's the secret's out. He's the real deal. And, the NFL scouts have all been in, and they like what they see. And obviously, he can do more than just throw it. He can run it. He can get out of tight situations. So I think everybody knows how. He's just put up unbelievable numbers this year, and hopefully that will continue as we get back into conference play.